Hello, Jeremy Morgan here, and today I'm going to fly this FPV for the first time. This is my first time ever flying FPV drones, so we're going to find out how this thing flies, how it handles, and probably how it crashes as well. Let's go! Right, so I have this little guard installed on here, and what this is a gimbal guard, because I'm not entirely sure that I'm not going to nosedive this thing. So if I do nosedive it, at least I've got some pretty good protection. Other than that, this is the DJI FPV as it comes from the factory. I've got the factory propellers, battery, everything pretty much as you would get in DJI FPV. So we're going to take off.
Okay.
Time to rock and roll, kids. All right, we're going to start out in normal mode. All right, the normal mode is just like any other GPS camera drone. It self-hovers. Now let's go ahead and crack this thing open. Now I have my controller set up for manual acro mode, so it's a little bit difficult to fly. But so far this is flying just like any other camera drone. And let's see, we'll spin it around here. And I like the view. The view looks great. There's me and my lovely visual observer down there. I've got a little H telling me where it's at. Let's go a little more. Let's go into sport mode.
I might want to come down a little bit.
Come down?
There's a plane up there.
Okay. So now I'm coming down a little bit. My visual observer has noted that there's aircraft in the area. So spin this thing around. I've only been flying drones for about 3 months, and this is my first time with an FPV. So to say I'm inexperienced is kind of an understatement. Fly around, we'll whip around here. And right now we're going about 30 meters per second. I have no idea what that is in miles per hour, but probably pretty fast. So let's do a dive and a spin around. Oh yeah, this feels awkward, to say the least. Okay. I'm headed back. My visual observer says I'm pretty far away. So we'll just head right back here. We kind of got a good descent going. Now I can always just hit the e-brake like this, and that puts me back level and good. So now I'm going to try going into manual mode. All right. There's sport mode, normal mode. I'm not sure why it's not letting me go into manual mode. I need to zoom forward in sport. Let's try this. It is not letting me go into manual mode. So I'm going to drop down a little bit here. There's the beautiful, we have a plane coming, so I'm going to take my altitude way down. Not all the way to the ground, but we're just going to stay clear. Now they're not supposed to fly under 500 feet, but we're not going to take that for granted. We're just going to pretend that they are directly in our airspace. We'll do a little zoom, a little zoom, zoom. And now I can actually hear it. and I can see us. And it's going. There we go. Where's our aircraft now?
Directly in front of you.
Okay. So I couldn't get this thing into manual. It still won't go into manual. I'm gonna have to figure out why that is, so we'll just cruise around in normal mode. We'll drop down real low. And I'm still... So one of the things you do for manual mode is you take the spring out of one of the controls. So I did that when I was practicing on the sim, so now it will stick if I don't pay really close attention to it. Now so far, I really like the feel of this thing. However, I definitely think I need more time on the simulator before I do anything wild. We're going up in here, we're going to go up as we turn. I can hear those propellers. They are not liking me. And then we'll start slowly descending down. I'm actually at 49% battery, which is pretty good. I'll try going into manual one more time. I'm going to give myself some distance so I can hit that e-brake if I need to. Normal mode. Sport mode. And we are indeed in manual mode. So, I have no idea why it's not doing it, but whatever. We are going to land here pretty quick. We'll spin around in the air. Whee! I can see how people get motion sickness playing with this thing. We are hauling some butt here. I'm doing a quick loop around. Look at that, we're way up there. And we'll slow down and start heading back. This has been a fun experience. I'm gonna jog this.
Drop it there.
I'm not gonna drop it there, it's sticking. There we go, now we're back in normal mode, so this should fly just like a regular camera drone. And I'm just gonna find a place. We're gonna hover and we're gonna do a little thing for a photograph, me and my beautiful visual observer. Yeah! Very awesome. Now I'm close enough I can take off my goggles and land this thing. And down we go. All right. High five. Good times. Didn't crash it. Amazing. My first impressions of the DJI FPV, this thing is really fun to fly. It's fast. It's pretty cool. So if you're thinking about getting one, I would suggest it. It's pretty cool. I can't wait to get better at it. And after this video was filmed, I figured out how to put it into manual mode. There's a setting that you need to enable in the goggles. If you like this kind of content, subscribe. I'm going to be doing way more of this stuff.